All right, hello everyone. It's Mystic Juicer with some IYL action. We've got Desiderata versus Sharp Object. Very close. Okay, Midori versus Geiger. Very close scores, performance scores in their pools. Sharp Object just won against Three-Headed Monkey. And that's going to improve his score a little bit. I think Desiderata is either even or maybe just slightly positive or just slightly negative in terms of his overall performance. So all of these matches are very important for these players. Nice counter throw from Desiderata, disrespecting the potential Jack or Queen opener from Sharp Object. Interesting to see how he plays this traditionally disadvantageous matchup. So the reasons that Midori could have some trouble against Geiger as compared to Trock. So Midori does not have the advantage of a particularly good 2.2 speed attack on his Jack. His Jack is 2.4, so he can only trade with Geiger's own Jacks. His Queen is still a very good spacing tool. It will beat both basically all time spiral options from Geiger, just as Trock's Queen does. He does have dodges. Dodges are quite good. His super throw is quite a bit more expensive than Trock's is, and it is quite a bit more difficult to activate than Trock's is. Ooh, the wake up throw though. That's pretty bold. I'm a little surprised that Sharp Object didn't push a button there, try to go for a cross-up attempt. Desiderata might have thought, rather than trying to catch a throw there, he might have been looking to catch a throw on knockdown. If Sharp Object was expecting, or if he was expecting Sharp Object to think like, okay, I can go for a cross-up attempt. If I block, that's bad. It gives him additional cards. It keeps me at low card. So maybe rather than risk both of those options, I'll just go for the throw because Midori's probably going to want to block. Ooh, just wake up with it, why don't you? Working on getting a little bit of a life lead here. Both players stuck on fairly low hand size. We'll see who that ends up favoring. I think generally that's going to tend to favor Geiger. He's probably going to have an easier time getting his way to a larger hand size than Midori is, but things can be tense here. Geiger does not want to spend too many normal attacks into blocks on Midori's side, and Midori does not want to go block very often, allowing Geiger to escape his hand size. So maybe it's more even than I thought. Very low hand size now for Sharp Object here. And I expect him to go for an attack here. I'd be very, very shocked he does not respond to the two wake-up throws we've already seen from Desiderata with a red-faced card. Wow, Sharp Object saying, you know what? If you're just going to wake up throw all the time, if you're just going to wake up buttons, I'm just going to Gold Burst right here. I'm going to put 20 damage worth of cards in my hand, and we're going to see what we can make happen. So how is Desiderata going to respond to this? Is he immediately going to go for another throw here, expecting Geiger to block up some more? Or is he going to turtle up, expecting Sharp Object to play, do the okie doke, the level 0 of get ace, play ace? Sharp Object may be using the threat of those two aces to just sit back passively, try to build up a bit of a hand. No. Expecting Desiderata respect the attacks, gets gobbled up by a rushing, was it Rushing River? Yeah. Yeah, 12 damage though. Desiderata hanging on to his life lead. Keeping Geiger at 6 cards. Or 7 cards, I should say. So sharp object maybe with no good normals in hand? Wow. Allowing the throw. Still. Against the very throw-happy Midori. Desiderata mixing in some blocks now, expecting sharp object to defend himself from throw. Ooh, gets undercut by the king. Knockdown, 50 hit points. Depending on how many silent aces sharp object has, this could be a very dicey situation. Here we go, temporal distortion. It's a queen back, has not yet spent any jacks. But the queen being 7 damage, double ace being 21. Things could be dicey here. We can see a wake up gold burst from Desiderata. Okay, wake up queen works just as well. Sharp object going for the cross up attempt. Defangs. Threat of temporal distortion. $32 hit points on sharp object side, so Desiderata just a few random hits away from closing things out here. Okay, sharp object putting him on the ground again here. Ooh, is he contemplating gold burst or blue bursting here? I would expect not. He does. Ooh, I don't know about spending a card there. That's I would read that as a sign of desperation on his part and probably play aggressively here as sharp object. Unless this is an incredible gold burst setup. Ooh, good blocks. Gets 2 aces out of his hand. Wasn't tracking which aces he got, so I don't know if that was... Let's have a quick look. Yeah, those were the correct aces. So very good spot here for Desiderata. Can have Geiger in a bind, potentially. Continues to block up, getting some more cards in hand. No longer afraid of getting thrown. I think Sharp Object has had 0 successful throws so far this game. Not surprising, considering Desiderata has been playing pretty aggressively. And so long as the grappler is pushing a button, he is immune to throws. Ooh, sinks another one. This could be big damage if he's got jacks in hand. Are we going to see a face down from Sharp Object? No. Okay, just throws for 16. Puts him at a very important life total. So Dragon Form King is going to be lethal. Dragon Queen is nearly lethal. This could be a Gold Burst setup. Ooh, immediate Dragon Form. 2 queens in the discard. So Sharp Object does not necessarily need to respect this. Could just go for a jack. Jack is going to cover all options except dodge or queen. Oh, had the other aces. Now, this is likely to be curtains. Dodge into king is lethal. Or is he just going to let it rock? Okay, goes for the knockdown. That is both jokers now gone. No jokers yet spent from Desiderata's side. And no real reason to do that. I've got to be worried about Wake Up King here. That's pretty much it. We've removed the threat of Temporal Distortion. Ooh, goes in with the queen. Did have it. It's that 2 chip. So raw queen is now going to do it, except that is the 3rd queen in the discard. So very rare raw queen wins. Of course, raw king wins, and dodge into either of those wins. Normal throw into anything pretty much wins. So very scary situation for Sharpo right now. Ooh, goes for the big bold 7 attack. Desiderata probably picks up a queen here. I would be very surprised if he picks up anything else. King, potentially. Okay, yeah. The only thing with king is, I mean, you don't have a throw into a normal or a throw into a jack. He is posturing that he does have a dodge. So that's one thing. Ooh. That is 3 aces in hand, not quite lethal. 4th ace is still in the discard, so it is guaranteed not to be lethal. Gold burst. Okay. I like the ballsy throw from Sharp Object there. Going for knockdown, putting him in at exactly 29. Okay, goes for the dodge. I believe Sharp Object still has a queen in hand, so he can option select blocks. So block throw is vulnerable to Sharp Object's known hand, I think. Ooh! There's the 30. Desiderata about to be at 7. Does he face down? I like the hidden 4th queen. That was pretty slick. So now we know why he didn't pick it up. Okay, it does face down. It is ignored. Desiderata at 7 hit points. We see another dodge from Desiderata, expecting a king. Ooh, finds the jack. That is going to be curtains in a very, very close match. Nicely played on Desiderata's part. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he had the aces. Goes for the big damage super. All right, game 2. Sharp Object stays with Geiger. Makes a lot of sense. It's going to be his strongest character against Midori. See how he responds to the range we've seen. Wow! Sharp Object remains on that opening throw game. Desiderata punches out the throw. Gets another card in hand. Building that arsenal of Midori tools. So how can Sharp Object respond to the range he saw last game? Well, he can go for more cross-up attempts on knockdown. There we go. He can be a little bit more aggressive with his red cards, play a little bit more attack. Trying to remember if there's anything. 360. Yeah, so ignoring the 2s, which you're not going to block with unless you're desperate. You've got an even block distribution. Yeah, there we go. Sharp Object now going, okay. This I'm going to punish this old range you've got, and I'm just going to cash in some damage here. Working on a nice little bit of a life lead. Is still going to put himself fairly low on hand size. See if this pays off for him. Definitely in a better spot than he was last game. And that game went pretty close overall, so this could be bad for Desiderata. Okay, catches him with the queen, no combo. Yeah, doesn't have the hand size to really support that. Could combo into something big like a 6 or a 7, but that's one less card in his hand, so depending on that hand composition, might not be willing to do that. Got a lot of queens though. Desiderata accidentally option selecting, like playing the least vulnerable option against these queens, because Sharp Object doesn't want to follow them up. If he ran them into blocks, he'd be taking 10 rather than 6. So this is actually working out quite nicely in Desiderata's favor. And he'd be knocked down as well, which is also not ideal. Wow. 3 queens. Yep, sometimes you draw real good. Still, this is going to cost Sharp Object that, one additional card. It's going to put him at 5 cards now. Probably going to see another cross-up attempt here. Ooh, goes for the king. Gets blocked out. Opportunity for Desiderata to maybe make something happen here. 10 cards to 5, but only 30 hit points remaining. So every stray king is going to be very costly. Any random time spiral that catches a block is going to be very hard to deal with. And of course, Geiger just has very big normals. So, he doesn't have a hard time outputting damage. Nice block from Sharp Object, putting his foot off the pedal now. It's like, okay, well, the only way to punish this is by throwing. I've been pretty aggressive so far. You're probably not going to feel like throwing, so I'm just going to go ahead, turtle up a little bit. Okay, block. Desiderata probably just protecting himself against random king. But this could read to Sharp Object like, oh, okay, you might actually not have that large, like that good a hand. So maybe I can afford to go in with a time spiral. So in this situation, Midori does need to worry about time spirals. And so the response to that, of course, is going to be to play queen, to play jack, where, jacks trade, which aren't great, especially now that 3 queens are in Sharp Object's discard. Yeah, so Sharp Object is, if he doesn't have a time spiral, or if he's expecting a queen, he's going to want to block up more, which could open up throw range a little bit for Midori. This could be a honest king, or it could be a throw. Okay, surprised it was neither of those two. 3 9s in the discard, and now we're playing real big brain games. So we've got 2 aces in hand. Temporal Distortion comes out to play. So TD is going to be lethal. Got a lot of damage in hand. You've got a 0.0 speed attack that you've got to deal with as Desiderata. I think you probably just throw a Sharp Object here. Wow, okay, did not go for the throw. Gets punished by the obvious dodge. Going to be able to knock the Temporal Distortion off here, which is very handy. Okay, it goes for the normal throw as well. Getting the knockdown, which, knockdown, not particularly important. Okay, wake up king. Puts Desiderata on his back. 20 hit points remain. The only thing that can really kill at this range is 2 aces, so... do you expect him to have it? Probably not. He is digging for a lot. Well, no, actually, he's just digging for 4 cards. He still has that queen. So Desiderata's got to be careful here. If he finds Temporal Distortion, that can be very dangerous. But even Even queen into throw into like 5-6 is a lot of damage. Actually, that'd be lethal, right? Be 21. Yeah, that would be 21. Oh, the cross up 7 though? Wow. That is probably going to do it, unless this, Desiderata, he's got a face down here. That is a lethal amount of damage. Okay, avoids it. 13 hit points remain. A lot of climbing he's got to do here, and it doesn't seem like his hand is all that well developed. Got 2 kings spent, 2 dodges in the discard. He's either unwilling to play queens or does not have them. Okay. Continuing to dodge. Sharp object saying, you gotta throw me. If you want to deal me damage, you're gonna have to throw me. Is that now? Okay, no. Same 2 aces? Yeah, same 2 aces in hand. 20 damage. 3 dodges in the discard. Dodges again. Desiderata also saying, hey, if you want to kill me, you're going to have to throw me. Not going to let you get away with just attacking me. Okay, goes for another normal throw. I mean, he's really got to have Final Dragon Buster to come back here. Another dodge, my goodness. Gets around the aces. Dodge into what, though? Another normal throw? Such low damage, yeah. So that is 3 dodges for 24. Very quickly played card there by Sharp Object. Is he blocking some more? That's 3 kings in the discard. No jokers yet played. Wow! The gutsy blocks. The Desiderata are probably going to pick up a dodge here. I would expect. Picks up a king instead. Okay. A little surprising to me. Does Sharp Object have the 4th king? Or is he going to gold burst here? Okay, yeah, okay. I was like, powering up with Dragon Form? Yeah, but I mean, if he gets hit, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter if he has Dragon Form or not. Ooh, undercuts the 6. Are we comboing into ace-ace here? Are we comboing into more jacks? Okay, 7-8 for big damage, 24. Puts Sharp Object within 1 hit point of triple ace super. He knows, both of them know that Desiderata has a king in hand. That is 17 damage. Oh! Dodges the gold burst. This could be lethal. Are we going to see another face down from Sharp Object? I think you pretty much have to. Is it lethal? It is not. Okay, he's at 1. Queen probably just kills here. Unless Sharp Object draws a king or the other joker, Queen is lethal. So if I'm Desiderata, I wait a little while before playing it, if I have it. There it is. Wow. Close matches here. Desiderata coming out ahead, though, in Midori vs. Geiger. Very nice plays. Combos into the jack. All right. Desiderata on match point. Or on set point, I should say. And I think it really has come down to the fact that Sharp Object has just been unwilling to throw in tough late game situations. And I mean, definitely Desiderata drawing as many dodges as he has, very beneficial. Very obviously very beneficial. I think he found like 6 of his total 8 last game, which were instrumental in getting around potential checkmate situations. Yep. Okay. Probably not going to follow this up with anything. Okay, never mind. I feel like, unfortunately, I mean, he's getting these large early game life leads, but going this low on hand size has really allowed Desiderata to get back in the match by oppressing the hand size. Now, there we go. Obvious throw. Catches obvious block. No face down. Ooh, the big damage combos though. Desiderata now going on low hand, saying, "Okay, I'm a grappler. I can survive at low hand. This should be all right." Gets another throw, catching up, and just like that, life totals equalize. Still has the hand size advantage. And Desiderata's blocks are that much scarier than Sharp Objects right now. Because even if Sharp Object spirals, he basically goes even lower on hand size. It's going to be very, very difficult for him. Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to escape here. He's going to have to put out some normals. And that can be very scary to do against a grappler. Especially now that he no longer has the life lead. He's going to not have the life lead and potentially give Midori more cards. Oh, no! Brutal turn right there. Desiderata absolutely getting the better of these exchanges right now. Desperate research and development. Actually, 4 cards. Yeah, that's all right. That's pretty good. Still, tough spot to have to do that in. So he at least knows what he's looking for, what's coming up for him in the next couple turns. How's Desiderata going to respond? Continue throwing? No, goes back to blocks. Building up that hand size. Getting scarier by the second. Ooh, goes with the queen, trying to beat out a large normal. Geiger gets a card back, building his way back up to a sustainable hand size. Nine cards to 6, very even life totals. Single queen played. Oh, single queen and 2 jacks played. Ooh, that is a very difficult combat loss here for Desiderata. Yeah. He's going to lose 10 hit points. He's going to lose 2 cards to Sharp Objects 1. And he's going to get knocked down here. How is Sharp Object going to respond? Are we going back to blocking? And is Desiderata going to wake up throw? My God, this man will not settle down. Sniffing out the knockdown throws with the greatest of ease. My goodness. The belligerent Midori play. Paying off. I mean, considering his position in the set, not a bad time to do it, right? You're ahead 2 games. Your opponent is basically stuck on Geiger forever. You can counterpick if you want. But you can afford to make these hard calls. You can take a loss or 2, right? You've got 3 games to his 1. You've got to win once. He's got to win 3 in a row. Okay. Gonna take 10 here, get knocked down. Still has the hand size though. What are we gonna see from Sharp Object? Yeah, no face down. Okay, throws with Temporal Distortion. So low on throws. Potentially. Yeah, 3 10s, 2 9s, an 8 and a 4 in the discard. We've still got a 7, still got his 8s. And Midori now in kill range. Ooh, blocks correctly. Sharp Object really needed that to go his way. 11 cards to 5. Desiderata digging for power-up fodder, digging for queens, digging for jacks at this point. We've got 1 jack, 2 queens in the discard, so jack clashes are likely. We've got 2 aces and 2 kings remaining in the deck, so you probably don't play around ace-ace. You may occasionally want to hold back. Okay, we could see a spin here. He's got the hand size to support this. Could have a lot of damage behind it too. We have any jokers? 1 joker already spent. No jokers yet spent for Desiderata. Do we see a face down? Can Geiger afford to face down here? No, he cannot. 4 cards in hand. 21 damage, putting him down to 12. Random king takes the game here. Random dodge into king also takes the game. Very tough spots for Sharp Object. The bold 7 throw. You cannot intimidate this man. You're going to take the knockdown. Okay, yeah. As soon as the card comes out, take the knockdown. The 23. There comes the power-ups. Okay. 1 mystery card and 2 aces. So cross up into aces is lethal. Actually, 2 mystery cards and 2 aces. Okay, one of them was an 8. He's going to dig for 4. So the thing you're really scared about is him picking up a 3rd ace, I think. Or having a 3rd ace at all. Because that mystery card could have been an ace. Because otherwise you can actually ignore ace-ace as a combat reveal and just play a queen. Right? It's going to beat everything that isn't another king. And you won't die even if it is a king. Ooh, the blocks though, on point. This man. The genius on display. 3 kings now gone. 2 aces known in hand. 10 cards for Midori. Single dodge played. So the likelihood of a dodge is very high. The likelihood of a king is very high. So raw king or dodge into king is definitely a real mix-up. Sharp Object digging again, still 4 cards. So he's going to have seen most of them. Dragon form appears. Doesn't really have any bearing on anything, to be quite honest. Okay, block, block. Bold blocks from Desiderata here. Perhaps looking for Sharp Object to go for blocks of his own so that this dodge is now going to be more successful. Oh! Played himself, unfortunately. And this is likely, well, this is potentially lethal if Sharp Object has exactly the right cards in hand. Wow. Okay, gets out of there. 13 hit points versus 12. Sharp Object with a mystery card and 2 aces. I don't think... Okay, so he doesn't have a king in hand. Like, that is the only reason you would ever do that particular power-up. Doesn't have a king, doesn't have queens. 3 potential dodges left. Wow! What? Why? Why the king there? What was going on? Oh my goodness. I don't understand anything about that last play on Desiderata's part. But I mean, I have to respect. It worked, so it was obviously smart. Kudos to Desiderata. Well played. Hells of a set versus a very good Geiger. So GG's to Desiderata. Advances. I mean, doesn't advance. It's pools play, but beautiful showing in that match. So hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed it. And until next time, enjoy yourself some Yomi. Cheers.